Hello and welcome, Capricorn. It's Adam, your psychic witch with Arcana Mundi. I'm here to do your love reading today. So, for those of you who are new, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button so that you can be notified of future readings. Smash the like button, everyone. Welcome, new and old. I hope that you guys enjoy this reading. If you would like, there is an option to schedule a personal reading through the Linktree link that is in the description box below. There are a few tabs on that Linktree link. One will lead you to my store where you can actually schedule a tarot reading personally, and how that's done is through Zoom Live. So what you do is you select your time. I'm currently offering them on Sundays. You select your date and time, and I get emailed, and it sends me your email and information so that I can send you your Zoom link and password through as an email so that it stays private and personal to you. And we just meet and reconvene at that designated time so that you can be read for directly as if we were sitting in the same room. So very cool way to get a reading if you would like. Those are available. So a few things I did want to go over real quick. I'm using the Soul Cards deck. There's a link to the shop that I purchased these decks from. It is called Tarot by Peachy, and it is on Etsy, and she is amazing. Love her. Her customer service is great. It's awesome. So let's go ahead and get started. There's some new exciting things that are going to be happening on this channel that I'm not going to tell you about yet. Nothing too crazy, but just some different things. But I'm glad to be back. We're going to go ahead and get started, guys. So, Capricorn. We're going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards. I'm using the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Feeling a little bit of stress here, Capricorn. Possibly work, things like that. But I also feel a little bit of like stress upon connections, whether that be with family or relationships right now. I feel like interactions are going awry, or maybe expressions with people. Let's see what's going on here. Spirit demons, ancestors, and dead, show me that which I need to see for my Capricorns. Yeah, extremes, hot moons. Okay, so I know it's kind of annoying that I have to shuffle on here, but I prefer to shuffle my cards on the channel so that you know I'm drawing them for you and not just pre-recording whatever I want to say and laying out cards, okay? So just bear with me. Anyway, at the bottom of the deck, I do have the Beaver Moon, which is creation. Oops, sorry, the ring light kind of gets in the way here. So I feel like there's something that's kind of beginning within your life, and I feel like a lot of you are dealing with a masculine, or if you are the masculine, it could be a new beginning. In regard to yourself as well. But I feel like there's a little bit of a lone energy here, which is the interesting thing is we have extremes and release. I feel like there is a situation here where maybe if you are in a relationship, there has not been a lot of sexual contact. I know. That's rough. But I do feel like there might be like something beginning within you, and there's maybe like an understanding of some kind of difficulty surrounding sexual contact within this relationship, particularly possibly regarding the masculine of the situation. So whether that's you or them, that could be the issue at hand. It could be specific that you are in a situation where you are maybe dating someone, married to someone, and the masculine has gone kind of cold, or even potentially for some of you, it could be the opposite, that the masculine is the one trying and you are maybe feeling like it's not as exciting as it was at one point, okay? I feel like there is very much this desire and extremes. I feel like it's kind of hot and heavy within yourself, or within the masculine, where there's an energy of, let's be real, release and extremes here with the hot moon. This is all about sensual energy. This is all about needing to, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. And not having that ability right now, and I feel like there may actually be a situation where you may be kind of trying to seek that elsewhere, or maybe you are feeling drawn to being fed up with that and wanting something new in that energy, okay? Keep that in mind. Take it with a grain of salt. If it does not apply to your romantic relationships, it could be about work, being complacent within your work environment and feeling like you need to move forward into something that, you know, may re-inspire that passion and drive, okay? Or well, yeah, that would be where I would go with that, because they're telling me no. So on the second thing I was thinking, I'm not even gonna go there. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So how I read, for those of you who are new, I look at your energy toward the person, how you feel, and their energy towards you, and then we look at the mutual energy between the two. I read for people who are in relationships, people who are single, people who are dating, whatever it may be. How it applies to you, take it or leave it. Remember that we are reading for general spectrum of Capricorn right now. So what can occur is if you are feeling like this is not your reading, then I may be pulling on a different spectrum of Capricorn. Keep in mind there are hundreds of thousands of Capricorns in the world, and everyone has different placements in their other signs, and that can contribute to, yes, we do general overall energy readings for the sun sign of Capricorn. However, it may partially apply, it may semi apply, it may even apply in a whole different spectrum. And you find out later on that you're like, oh my God, that's what it was talking about. My relationship with my cousin or my best friend, not my partner, etc., etc. So keep an open mind. If it is not your reading, take what resonates, leave the rest, and watch again because we may be pulling on your spectrum. Spirit brings forth to me the people who need it within the sign the most at the time that they need it, okay? So we're going to go ahead here and we're going to take a look at how you are feeling toward this person. Show me what Capricorn is truly feeling toward this person. Spirit, demons, ancestors, and guides, show me what Capricorn is feeling toward this person. Okay. Spirit, demons, ancestors, and guides, show me what this person is feeling toward Capricorn. I'm just going to pull all of these for both of your energies, and then we're going to go ahead and see what's coming on. Okay. Okay. So bottom of the deck, what I'm looking at is Queen of Swords energy. There's this potential that there might be some boundaries established right now, or trying to establish boundaries, or maybe even a little bit of cold shoulder, especially as we've talked in that sexual energy. So keep that in mind moving forward in this reading. Now, what I'm looking at here in your energy, Capricorn, we have the Three of Pentacles in the consciousness. So we have the Three of Pentacles followed by the Knight of Swords. So what's interesting about this is I actually feel like in your energy, you may be feeling as if you kind of maybe rushed into this situation, if whether it be a relationship, a friendship, work situation, whatever it may be, in an attempt to build something stable for your life. You may be currently viewing that consciously as a little bit of being a little too eager to jump into that situation with the Knight of Swords. Like maybe you rushed things, maybe you weren't really thinking things through to the fullest as you got into this, and maybe you know, like you've been trying to build something with this, or for those of you who are polyamorous, maybe or would like to be, maybe you're considering adding a third person in to see if that would work. What I'm currently looking at though is I don't feel like it's that last one so much with like polyamorous, but for polyamorous people, keep that in mind. That may be part of it. What I am looking at primarily with this energy is the feeling of rushing into something because you wanted something stable, which is not a bad thing. Like, people do that because we're lonely, we wish we had someone in our life, and we want stability, whether that be, for some of you, it may have been financial stability. With the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. You may have felt like you needed someone else to help with bills, you needed someone else to help with your rent, you needed, some support as you were going on some venture, whatever it may be. What's interesting is in your subconscious, you feel like a little bit of love toward them with the Lover's card, but you're also in a decisive energy, okay? So you feel this magnetism towards making a decision, okay? I apologize. My throat is really dry. And I forgot to bring a drink in here, so fun. Anyway, but with the Lovers and the... Sorry, this is like not focusing very well. The Two of Swords. I'm looking at someone who is wondering if this person is the one, okay? I feel like initially it was very hot and heavy and physical, okay? It was very romantic, it was very sensual, like you felt like you could maybe build something with this person, so you got into it really quick, and then now you're kind of like, hold on. Are my emotions real? Is this logical and practical for my future? Am I going to be happy long term with this person? Because maybe you're a sexual person and you need sex and you're not getting that right now. Or maybe, like when you do have that intimacy, it is not reciprocated in a mutually enjoyable way, if that makes sense. So I feel like that's causing like quite a bit of like this question. Do I want to be with this person? Do I want to move forward with this person? Is this person right for me? Because I feel like you're a very romantically centered person, Capricorn, in this energy, and it's like something's not there that you're not feeling. Like you are not feeling something that you need in order to feel safe and stable within this relationship, which was your intention of building stability with this person to begin with. So I feel like you're kind of in this questioning mode of, what do I do about this? Where does this go? Do I leave and find someone different? Do I stay and try to make it work, but not necessarily maybe be happy? Like, how do I do all of this? And I feel like right now you're really racking your brain trying to, separate yourself from your emotions in order to make a decision that is more practical and logical and maybe not so rushed for your future. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this person is feeling for you, okay? What's interesting is I do feel consciously this person knows that they would marry you. But I also feel that this person has a very judgment-based ego situation regarding the relationship. And here's why I'm saying this. I feel like this person feels very blessed by the relationship with the Wheel of Fortune here, but they also know that it may not be forever. So there's possibly, even if this person is like pressuring you to get married with the Judgment card here, and like solidify, it may be that situation of trying to lock you down. Cross watchers, don't get pissed. This is not your reading. If you want to watch, that's fine, but watch your own intentions and emotions before you come at me through my comments. Thanks. Anyway, so honestly, Capricorn, I feel like you're feeling this pressure from this person to either do something a certain way, be a certain way, blah, 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 blah. And they're like trying to change something about you with that vibrational shift of the Judgment card. It's like they want you to be a certain way, they want you to do a certain thing, and you're in this energy of like, I don't know if this is right, and they're in this energy of, I can feel that they don't know that this is right, so I'm going to try and lock it down before it's gone. Because they do see your worth, and they have invested time in this, and this person is not the type of person to let go of all that invested time. And so they're kind of like, I gotta do this quick That's what they're consciously thinking about. Whether they'll admit it or not, that is their intention in trying to apply the pressure. I also feel like this person does pass a lot of judgment, and I know that sounds weird, like judgment, 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 but I feel like they pass a lot of judgment over your decisions and actions, and it really applies a lot of unnecessary stress to you that you feel like, why does this have to be such a mess? Like, why do you have to do this to me? Why is what I'm doing not good enough for you ever? And you're like, I'm a stable, grounded Capricorn. Like, I know who I am. I know I'm earth energy. I'm calm. I'm this. I'm that. I'm practical. I'm loyal. I'm stable. But, like, it's still not good enough. And I feel like that's what's pushing you to make this decision or pushing you to consider decisions at the moment. Now, understanding in their subconscious is a little bit different for you. This person has been through a lot of heartbreak with the Three of Swords, okay? They feel like you're going to break their heart. So, right now, underneath the Judgment card, subconsciously, foundationally to the Judgment card, they are trying to balance the energy and bring it back so that you guys can rejoin along the path that you saw initially, and hoping for divine like assistance with that, because I feel like they do have that like drive to like marry you, but is it for the right reasons? I feel like they just don't want another heartbreak. um and that's something to consider. And yeah, they may want to marry you, and that's fine, but are you happy in that marriage? And we have so many people across the US and every other country and the world in general that have gotten into relationships over what's stable and practical and this and that, and like they've invested time, so why let go of it? And here we are. And then you move into this energy of being like, what happened to my life 20 years down the road or 10 years down the road? And none of my desires matter. None of this matters. So what am I doing here? And I feel like that's the energy of like where this is happening here. Okay, they're instigating really strongly that this is like a quick lockdown for this person. Okay, like, so if they propose, like, I'm getting for some of you, like, these people are planning something around like Christmas, New Year's, the holidays, Yule, Saturnalia, whatever you celebrate, solstice. Around this time frame, it's like almost they've romanticized that this is that energy that you guys are going to be in, and that you're going to be their husband or wife or whoever it may be, their partner, their them, whoever. I don't care. Gender is entirely neutral in tarot, and it does not matter. So even when I'm talking about the masculine, it does not mean a man, it means the masculine energy. You can be a female and entirely be the masculine energy over a male or another female. Absolutely. So what I'm getting in their energy is, do they care about you? Yeah. I'm not seeing a lot of love. I don't see the lovers. I don't see, strength. I don't see the Two of Cups. I see judgment and temperance. They are trying to balance a situation before they lose out on something. So keep that in mind as moving forward with this person. I do not have the Empress, the Emperor. Like, I don't have any actual major love cards coming out in this on their end. So it's more logical, it's more opportunity, it's more timing, it's more missing out on something, it's more of that energy of, I don't want to lose this, but why? So if you're communicating with them, you need to ask them the whys and read through the lines and read through the bullshits, because the more you say why, the more they're going to understand in their own mind a little bit. They might fight it depending on how stubborn their sign is, but the more they're going to understand that there's really not what they should have there, and the more you're going to understand exactly where they're coming from. So remember that Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I almost feel like whoever is sexually withholding in this situation is doing it as a power play. Or whoever's going emotionally cold is doing it as a power play to kind of maintain control over the situation, which is absolutely not okay in a loving relationship. Now, keep that in mind. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the mutual energy Spirit, demons, ancestors, and guides in your light, may I seek the truth. Show me that which I need to see for the mutual energy between Capricorn and their person. Show me that which I need to see for the mutual energy between Capricorn and their person. And then show me the overall energy of this. Okay, so guys, I don't know, hopefully you could still see me through all that. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get into this. So again, mutual energy here, no love. It's not about love here, okay? You had love at one point with the Lover's card. You felt like this draw to them. But you questioned it. And I feel like you've always questioned it, okay, Capricorn? Now, foundationally, what I'm looking at here, the Hermit. You both feel like you're in a state of looking for answers within yourself because you're not getting them from each other. There needs to be communication here. There needs to be communication because otherwise you're just going to stay trapped in this situation for both of you. The Hermit card here, this is all about, self-discovery, understanding like your own personal journey and trying to find the answers within like that light of illumination from the lantern is coming because you are taking the action to, look within yourself and find your own truths rather than listening to the truths of others and assessing them and understanding them as your end all be all truth, because that is not what's going on here. So you definitely have to look within yourself and find your own truth here, unfortunately. Consciously in that energy, we have the Two of Wands. This is again making a long-term life decision, looking out at all of your possible outcomes. But what's interesting is the Two of Wands, typically in the tarot, it's the man standing overlooking like the area, blah, 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 all the possible paths forward, and then he has the wand he chooses, and the other one is bracketed down right next to him. So he's already starting to take the action towards where he wants to go, and he is holding the world in the palm of his hands because he knows that he can make whatever decision he wants, and he's going to be okay. And he also knows the answer by holding the world in the palm of his hands because he is in control of his own life. And he will be okay regardless of which path he chooses, but that choice is up to him. Now, or her, or they, okay? What we are looking at with the Six of Pentacles here, there's an issue mutually where both of you feel that there is not fair give and take. But is that enough if you were to balance it like this person is kind of hoping? But they hope it because they don't want to be hurt, not because they have love, but it's because they don't want to go through another heartbreak. Now, is this balanced situation something that is worth you guys holding on to? That's the question. It feel that though the Six of Pentacles is about fairly giving and fairly taking, I actually feel in the mutual energy here with the other cards working together with this, that we are actually looking at the desire for that. And that's what I keep hearing is desire of this, desire of this. So I feel that we are in this energy, you and this person, of trying to fairly give and take, but it's like you try to fairly give and take and it's never enough. And then they try to fairly give and take and it's like, you're like, why? Like, where is this coming from? So you don't trust it. And I think that, like, honestly, outcome in this situation, I don't see it going very well. Keep in mind, energies can shift and change all the time, and it is totally your decision in your life what you choose to do with the information that you get. And also, what you choose to do with your path moving forward. Now, I am going to pull because I know this is kind of like a dead end for this relationship situation, but for those of you that have someone in mind between this creation, there is some kind of inspiration that has come into you, I feel, in the neglect of what you've wanted with this person. For some of you, it may be a new masculine energy that you're looking forward to, or you are the masculine energy who is ready to move forward. Okay, so that was what we got in the oracle cards. I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards regarding the new potential that you may be questioning, or what you are, or if there is someone new, like maybe you I don't know. Whatever. We're going to go ahead and take a look and see what is coming for you beyond this connection, should you choose that this just isn't for you, because it seems like you're kind of in that space right now of making that decision. So let's go ahead, spirit, demons, ancestors, and guides, show me what is to come should my Capricorns move forward from this connection. Something come out here, please. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides. Spirit, demons, ancestors, and guides, and like myself, that you show me up. Ooh. Queen of Wands, passion and inspiration, which is, you know, also lust comes out a lot with her. But also being empowered and owning your sexuality, especially. Four of Cups, rejection of this person, I feel. And I feel like also standing in your own power. Okay, that's what's going on with these two. Standing in your own power and understanding that choosing someone is actually your choice. Like, though you may have someone presenting something to you, it does not necessarily mean that you need to take that cup of love. So you may find someone very attractive, they may be very attractive to you, whatever it may be, but just because, you know, there is that connection doesn't mean that it's the right one. And I feel like this is about being more selective in the person that you choose to be with, okay? Show me what else is going to happen here. Show me further energies beyond this. During this period of, you know, finding the person, you may feel a little, the grass was greener. You may feel a little bit of remorse toward leaving the situation. I am telling you right now, that is not, don't hold on to that, because that will send you running back to an unhappy situation. When that occurs, you need to be in your energy of thinking clearly about what it is that you desire and wish for your relationships with the Four of Swords. You may have to take time outs when you are dating or whatever it may be, where you are sitting and actually thinking and planning what it is that you want with someone so that you can identify that when you figure it out. Does that make sense? So that when you see someone talking, I feel like this past this relationship that we read for was like a lot of talk, and it never ended up being the way that it was supposed to be. It was like an ideological thing and not a, this is real, this is honest, this is true, this is right. And I feel like, you know, organizing your own thoughts and ideas about what it is that you need and what you want from a real relationship before you get into that relationship is going to help you to identify those things as you're dating or meeting people, so that you're not in that spectrum of just rushing into something with that Knight of Swords again, just to feel the comfort and stability that you had. Okay, so let's go ahead. It's going to stress you out a little bit with the Nine of Swords. What is the overall outcome now? Oof, this person. Okay, so you're going to be stressed out a little bit. You're going to throw up a little bit of a wall. That's okay. That's normal. That's part of healing after a long-term relationship or short-term relationship or anything. Everyone goes through these phases. It's literally, they are just trying to prepare you for what's coming, because what's coming with that is the Ace of Pentacles. And that is a divine gift of stability. Okay? The Pentacles represent emotions, lust with passion, financial stability with the Pentacles, and communicative stability, and then spiritual stability. Okay? So those are the 5 points of the Pentacle. And what you're going to realize is that there is a divine gift waiting for you should you choose yourself, okay, over this connection, if this connection is not for you. Now, if this connection is for you, then you definitely need to step up the communication and you need to get on the same page. Because this back and forth, like not fair situation, treatment, I feel like this is communicative. I feel like this is like a little bit of jealousy, communication kind of problems going on. That needs to be nipped in the bud. It needs to be very clear, direct communication from both of you. And I feel like you guys have to like lay all the cards out on the table. You might literally have to sit across from each other at a table and say, like, this is the deal. This is how I'm feeling. How are you feeling? And then hear how they're feeling and actually hear it and not argue with each other. Because if you guys are arguing over it, you know, like you've got to work it out if you do plan to stay with this person. If you aren't feeling like this is your end all be all, then you need to really just go through all the rough times, bite the bullet, because there is something better coming for you. Because, yeah, you might have to go through all these rough cards first. Those phases that we go through after any kind of ending to a connection, whether it be a friendship, relationship, whatever it is, once you get through all of that, it is the illumination of the gift from the divine. And when you get there, you will look back at whatever is going on now and be like, why the actual fuck did I do that? Did I stay in that situation so long? Did I deal with the way I was being treated? Did I allow someone to treat me that way? Did I allow someone to make me feel like I wasn't worthy or wasn't, you know, equal within my connection? It's a totally different ballgame once you get to here. Anyway, Capricorn, that's what I have for you. I'm going to send you tons of positive energy toward your best outcome in this situation. Please let me know if this resonated for you in the description box below and how. I love hearing your stories. Or not in the description box, in the comments. Comments. What the hell? I don't know. Y'all. Anyway, but yeah, so go ahead, smash the subscribe button, like, share. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. If you do want a personal reading, remember the links in the link tree, the link in the description box below. And I will be back next week with more readings for you. Or not next week. So my sign readings are a little different now. I am doing them over the course of 2 weeks. So there's a rotation. And then, you know, I'm trying to stabilize like what days I do so that you guys have a regular schedule. As of right now, just smash the notification button so you get notified when something comes up because it might be you. And then I'm going to try to do 1 to 2 all signs readings each week intermixed with that so that no one has nothing for the week. But I feel like reading every single week for every single sign is a little overkill in your energy. Like sometimes we need some time to actually process and work through what's going on. And if we're reading 1 week and then the next week the energy shifts and we're reading a little bit more and then we're reading a little bit more, it's like sometimes it just gets a little overwhelming. So just stay true, work through your things, get through what you need to get through, and I am always here to support you, sending you guys tons of positive energy toward your best outcome of your situations and preferred outcomes of your situations. Thank you guys so much for watching and being a part of my channel. I love you guys. Have a great day.